All right, I have this John Deere Gator here. It's the 850D model. It's a diesel. I think it's very similar to the 855 and HPX. So the problem at hand is that this Gator has been giving me some attitude. It does not want to start at all. So let me show you what it does. Come in here, the lights work, have the glow plugs, and nothing, absolutely nothing. So it does not want to crank at all. Let's see if we can fix this up. So whenever I'm chasing some electrical gremlins, I like to use this power probe tool. It's really handy and helps pinpoint the issues a bit better. So let's connect it, and 11.8 volts, so that's not really great. The battery is already a little weak. I'll add the external power brick here so we can continue troubleshooting. All right, now it is 12.5. That's a good start. Let's check the fuses first. They're in this box right there. Alright, so unfortunately all of the fuses seem to be good, so we need to find the problem somewhere else. Let's check the starter itself. It is right in here. Wow, this is so in the way. Okay, go from here. 1 volt, what? 12.6. So there is some corrosion right here on the main terminal, but I think that's not the problem. Let's see if the signal comes to this this leg here. It's annoying. When I turn the key, it's supposed to go to 12 volts. Let's see if we can actually start cranking this with just the power probe. So I'll feed the power probe to this small lead here, and I'll feed 12 volts. And if it starts cranking, obviously the problem is not the starter, the problem is somewhere upstream. So let's try this out. So holding this. Alright, I blew the fuse. Okay. So we couldn't get this to crank, but I can hear it clicking. And I can hear it clicking when I feed the 12 volts right there. I do not hear any clicking like that when I just turn the key. So there is another issue somewhere upstream. Let's check if the ignition switch itself may have some corrosion on it. Okay. There. Disconnect this. Make sure it's not something silly like no contact here. I mean, it could be that this is quite corroded actually. Have some brake cleaner. Let's clean this one as well. Just all right, let's try again. Ah, okay, nothing. That didn't help. Okay, so the next order of business is the switch. I don't have a replacement switch here, so I can't troubleshoot that, but let's see if anything downstream may be an issue. So the next thing is this one of these relays. I think this one here, that's the most on the driver's side. This gives the neutral indication. So I'll replace this with a switch and see if this helps in case the relay has gone bad. Okay. And I have this tool here, which is a kind of manual relay tester. So you plug this thing in and you put on, and this should activate the relay instead of having to go through the electrical system. And now we can enable it so it's always on without the relay really having to function. Let's try now. Okay, nope. So back in here, I came in and I cleaned up this connector, which I think indicates when the transmission is in neutral. So now this should have nice clean contact. And what I'm realizing is that now when I'm back in front and I take this this relay and I turn it to on, it starts cranking. So I think the problem was actually back there with that connector. And also know that this thing cranks even when the key here is in the fully off position. Right, this is fully off. You know, this thing here still would crank if you turn it, if you push it on. So I guess this is a starter relay, and there was an extra safety switch back there at the transmission at the neutral. So this goes off here. Let's plug it in. Click. And now let's see if this will start. Aha! All right, well, that's something. I think this is fixed. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Contact. Too excited. Contact. We'll get it there. Contact. And it is at, so it's charging okay as well. Alright, this is fixed. And just to summarize, on this John Deere Gator here, the steps to take are: first, make sure you have enough voltage on your battery. right? If not, you get an extra power brick and use that. Second, check your fuses down there. If there's a blown fuse, that will obviously cause the whole wheel not to work. So check the fuses. If that's not a problem, I guess the most convenient next place is to go back here to the neutral switch, which is not actually at the lever, it is at your transmission. So it is right here on the back. It's this yellow tab. So pull this out, spray some brake cleaner there, and this might actually solve your problem. Okay, if that's not it, you can check at the starter itself right there. You can supply 12 volts to the small lead to the side, see if it cranks. And if that's not it either, you can go to the relays here and either use a test relay or change the relay. This should solve most of the problems I can think of, unless you have actual wires chewed up or missing. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful to people out there, and on to the next project.